Hi, it's Steve here, and it is dinner time. So we're gonna make a simple, healthy meal. It's a chicken Caribbean bowl. It's gonna be made up of with rice, some Cajun seasonings. Also, it's going to have a mixture. It's going to have some coconut milk in it, with it's just going to be a bowl with chicken, rice, and it's going to have, some peppers, red peppers in it, and I'm going to make a pineapple salsa with a combination of the pineapple, lime, and cilantro. So some of the equipment that I'm going to be using today, I have the quick slice. And on here it has 3 different blade settings. As you see, the blade is right here. So I'm going to have it on number 2 to cut the peppers evenly here. I'm going to use the manual food processor to cut up the onions. Also going to be using the citrus press for the lime. And I'm going to be using a can opener here, and it has a little grip mark here, so when you take the lid off, you don't have to risk cutting your hand on the lid. It'll just, you have a little button here that'll pick up the lid for you. And with any order that you do for the South Euclid, Lyndhurst, Cub Scout 424 pack troop fundraiser here, if you do an order that's $80 before tax, you can get a free mix and chop or a food scraper for free. So that's awesome. So what I'm doing first now is I'm just simmering the 1 1½ cups of water with a can of the coconut milk. This is the light coconut milk that I'm using. And then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut up the red pepper. And the cool thing about this is the pepper is in contact with the blade and not your hand. So all I do is I put this on top. And I'm just going to cut up the pepper. Nice and even each slice. See how nice and even? And I got the other half. Just a slide and glide. See how the peppers are nice and evenly sliced here? And this is just another meal that you can make in 45 minutes or less. That is healthy. It has a protein, has vegetables, has carbohydrates. That's what I'm all about with making a meal. And then when you're done with this quick slice, all you do is put it down into the 0 position, so that way the blade is not exposed and you're not cutting yourself. Okay, so we're going to be using some kidney beans, and here's the coconut milk, and rice and water is going to be simmering. I'm just going to stir it. Make sure the liquid does not overflow. So I will keep that on low heat. And then here is the can opener. So I just put it on the edge, push the button here, and then it catches, and I just turn clockwise. And then I just release it. And then there's a little gripper here, and use the little button, and it just takes off the lid so I don't cut myself. So I'm going to rinse this off. I always rinse off my stuff because of what's in the cans. Could be preservatives. It's always a good idea to rinse all your food off. All right. Now, next one I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up my chicken into cubes. I'm going to use another cutting board. And I'm just going to cut these up while waiting for the rice and the coconut milk to simmer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken, I'm going to put it in the steamer. Before I do that, I'm going to put some Cajun seasoning on it. And then I'm going to put it in the steamer for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to put the red peppers in. So I'm almost done cutting this. I'm just going to throw these in another bowl, and I'm going to get the Cajun seasoning. I'm just using a McCormick Cajun seasoning. Put a little bit in here. And then I'm just going to mix it up.
That way it'll give it the Caribbean type of spice. Give it a little bit of heat. Alright, so I'm going to put this cutting board away because there's chicken on it. And it's always good to have a lot of cutting boards. I have some ones like this and ones that are bigger. And I also have some flat ones. And these are kind of cool because not only are they can use for cutting boards, but they also have informational things like on how to like julienne like a food. Another one we have is a different kind of knives that you can use, like a utility knife. Looks like this is upside down. A chef knife, what that's used for, a bread knife, a santoku knife, and then another one that I have is, for the kids making a pizza. It has instructions on it, so how cool is that? We have this in our catalog as well. So I'm just getting another knife with a new cutting board. I'm going to cut my line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, got my other half here, citrus press. And I'm just going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to put the fruit side of it down. And then I'm just going to push down on here, so that way the juice doesn't come up and get you in the eye. And I'll save this for the salsa. So, I'm going to put the chicken in the steamer, let it cook for a little bit, and then add the red peppers, and then later on I will show you at the end, how the dish came out, and it's pretty easy and quick. I started about 13 minutes ago with prepping and then getting the stuff ready, so it'll probably take less than 30 minutes. So it's an easy, quick meal. I'll post the recipe on the page. It's a Caribbean bowl with rice and vegetables and some Cajun seasoning. So thanks for watching.